What's good, Scorpios? This is going to be your weekly reading for the 26th of this month through the 1st of September. If you guys are Scorpio sun, risings, moons, whatever, this is for you, or any other placement of Scorpio, you guys could be cross-watching for Scorpio. So I'm just going to pull 3 Lenormand cards to just start the reading. Keep in mind, you guys, this is a general energy reading. This is not by any means a personal reading. So if it resonates with you, hey. If not, it doesn't. It's not meant to be a full-on personal reading where it fully resonates. However, for some, some people, these general readings may resonate fully like personal readings, but it's not subject to. So the only way that you'll truly know, like I always say, if a reading is meant for you and to get those specific messages for yourself, is by getting your own personal reading. So if you guys are interested in booking with me, you guys can check out my website, which will be located in the description box below. Just click on the link. It will take you to the website. Once you guys purchase a reading, just make sure that you guys email me directly to set up your booking date or your time, if a time is needed for your specific type of reading. Also, if you guys have any questions about my readings and my availability, feel free to hit me up via email as well. Everything you need to know will be in the description box below. I'm only available Monday through Friday, so any business matters will be handled first business day, with the exception of emergency readings. All right, let's get into it. So first card out was number 23 with the mice, number 33 with the key, and number 29, the woman. So you could be the woman, okay, if you guys are a woman or feminine energy. This could be you, and I feel you're gonna see why certain things were stripped away from you. I do see that. You may be looking at the past and all of the wisdom that you've gathered from the things that was quote-unquote lost or stolen from you, and why it's not really a loss and what that loss taught you. So I'm gonna look at what mice represent. Hopefully they're in here in this book. Mammals, I'm assuming. Mole, mouse. Okay. Mouse represents details. Focus on the details. Attend to the little things will lead to bigger opportunities. Do not allow your attention to be distracted. Okay. So, see, she has a journal out. She's journaling some things down. Okay. She also has a rose, a red rose next to her, and so does the key hold a red rose in the cage. So there's some significant things that you're going to be writing down and documenting. And I feel like some awakening, some awarenesses, because you got number 29, which technically is number 11, which is an awakening number, a number of insight, portals opening up for you. You also have 3 here, 33 and 23. So 3s could be very significant. You could be manifesting too. And then you have 2 2s, 23, 29. So could be something about love and partnerships. Definitely with these roses. Roses may be something significant or symbolizes romance and passion. Maybe you're just going to be journaling out your desires and your wishes. But I'm going to go back to what I said in the beginning, that you're going to understand why certain things may have not panned out. And you see there's apples being bitten by these mice, or that they were, they've been eating all these fruits and things. Apples for me are knowledge and wisdom. So you're going to get some sort of clarity of truth this week about something specific, connected to maybe why a relationship didn't work out, or why certain things in the past that you were very passionate about did not come to pass. All right, Divine Spirit, thank you for your loving guidance, truth, and clarity. What is the guidance for those born under the sign of Scorpio or have Scorpio in their chart? The Fool, 7 of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Chariot card, Knight of Wands, the Moon, the Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Hermit card. Okay. I think Cancer had Virgo in that placement. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anywho, you guys have the Fool. So you're like on the brink of starting a brand new cycle, new beginning. And I feel like you feel it. You know it. Some of you guys have already been there, done that. You've experienced certain things that you needed to experience. You've tapped into certain energies. You know what is what's good for you and what isn't. I feel like you're seeing past the deceptions, but some of you guys are still having a hard time with trusting in yourselves, trusting and believing in your intuition, and trusting that you're making the right decisions moving forward. You still may be like, some of you may be like, am I missing out? Did I get all I needed to see? Again, that's why the first energy I picked up with the Lenormand, it goes back to having an understanding of why certain things did not pan out the way that you wanted it to. Because you could be under the impression that, well, this was very passionate and this felt like this. And I get that this is connected to relationships, but it may not be for everyone. But it's like, you're still caught up on what could have been or what should have been. And if I did this differently, then maybe this would have, and they should have. That type of energy, some of you guys may be stuck in. But for others, it's like, you're still in the process of needing to see, either way, you're still in the process of needing to see what, you know, not every cup is of your highest good, and why you had to taste some certain experiences. You had to experience and taste different cups in order to know what's best for you and what is not best for you, or how to go about certain things. So basically that's what this represents for me. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, this is putting you in a surrender mode of stop pushing so hard. You may be energetically overdoing it this week. You may be overworked, overbooked, overstressed, overly anxious. There's a lot of this energy, and I feel like Spirit is going to like crack your back to where some of you may be literally having back pains. I keep getting this for people. When we get that, I would check with your doctor first. But spiritually, usually what that means when we have these back pains is that there's a lot of heavy energies that we may be carrying. Not always does it denote this, but usually it's a lot of stress. It's your body's way of energetically speaking to you and communicating that you're doing too much. You need to let go. You need to relax. And I feel like that's for some of you. But the Chariot card, Spirit is like trying to get you to a place of surrender. So maybe the 10 of Wands is also a surrender card for some of you. To trust in the GPS of the universe. Trust in the GPS within your higher self, that you're being divinely guided, divinely led, and pushed in a direction that's for your highest good. And Spirit wants you to trust. So you may also have a Cancer person in your life that's very motivating. Could be a Cancer that's very spiritual, or someone who just has a lot of wisdom, okay? That could be assisting you and guiding you with your process. I do get that some of you guys have already taken some steps forward in some instance creatively. Some of you guys may be looking or seeking a challenge in life. Maybe you guys have started a creative project. Maybe this started in Cancer season. Cancer season, maybe you moved in a certain direction. Some of you guys may have literally moved, relocated, or just traveled for business or something like that. Some of you guys may be desiring this. This Moon card, I feel like there's something with the next moon, Virgo new moon maybe to be exact. It's going to affect you in some way. Some of you guys may be a Virgo moon or a Scorpio moon, but this is going to affect you in a way where there's going to be a lot of insights that come through for you. And I get this, it's going to be insights of trust and surrender, okay? Freedom, liberation. I feel like that's what's going to be about. And some of you guys may be receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities or dreams, and you're not able to discern what they mean. So maybe you're spending a lot of time trying to discern it, or, you know, get guidance on it, where you're overindulging too much. Could be overindulging in readings. But with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands represents that you have this passion and this desire for something, or just this, I gotta do it, and like, if only I could just, it's like this intensity, okay? This intense, passionate energy that's come over you. Maybe just this desire to have more energy. Maybe you feel like there's a lack of energy with the 10 of Wands here, and you're seeking that. You feel like there's an opportunity that you must seek, and that could be the anxiousness of feeling like you're running out of time, or that you're missing out on opportunities. Trust in this. I feel like Spirit's guiding you, period, okay? The King of Cups can represent you in your highest state emotionally, whether you're male or female Scorpios. I feel like you're being influenced, maybe, possibly by another water sign, or this could be a love energy that's influencing you, or a lover or a love interest that you're passionate about, because you have the Ace of Wands right next to him, which can be kind of like a sexual energy and chemistry. Page of Cups can also be very romantic. So it could be that this is about a lover. Maybe it's a Cancer that you're interested in or dealing with. Maybe even a Pisces with the Moon card. But nonetheless, I get that what's influencing you is you do desire more passion, whether that be romantically or not, could be creatively, just to start fresh and start over, to reinvent yourself for some of you. The Page of Cups, you're very optimistic or excited about what the future holds. Your heart is like ready to extend. You're ready to share your gifts with the world. You're ready to share your love with others. Ready to share your love maybe with someone specifically, or you know, you're ready for love. Whatever this is in your heart, you're hopeful. But there's also this fear about that too. There's also this fear about leaping and moving forward, being in this childlike energy. Maybe you feel like in the past you were foolish. Maybe you feel like you didn't have enough guidance or information along your path. Maybe you moved too quickly or too soon, some of you feel. Or, you know, I've traveled before and that didn't go so well. I had to go back and live with my parents, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your story is, you're looking at what you used to be rather than who you're coming into, because you got the baby. Basically, this is the child and the dad, right? So this is your younger state versus your mature state. And I feel that you also may be wanting to reinvent yourself to who you used to be, but more seasoned, more mature. Like, I miss how I used to be, this fun, bubbly person and blah, blah, blah. But with the wisdom that I know now, that could be where you're at. Definitely you're in that energy. And this Virgo, I'm very, very getting strongly that the Virgo moon is going to hit you in a certain way. So check your sign or your chart, to see where Virgo may be placed in your chart somewhere, okay? And look it up, unless you guys have some people close to you that do natal charts or something, or you pay for one or something, or you do your own. But literally what this is saying is that, yes, you do have that wisdom from your past, and you're wise enough to walk in this energy and still, you know, carry that inner child energy, that playfulness, and maybe that old you that you enjoyed or loved about yourself, with that new knowledge and faith and wisdom that you won't go back into this making those mistakes. And I don't like using the word mistakes, but those lessons time and time again. So please take what resonates with you in your situation. I'm going to pull a general guidance card, and then we're going to get to your romantic love energies for this week. What is the guidance for Scorpio? Scorpio, what's your guidance? What's good with you, Scorpio? What's your advice for this week? What is your angels and ancestors? Thank you. Rock bottom, number 10. This, I forgot to pull one more. I think this says dry desert, number 31, number 4 technically. So when you're in this space of everything seemingly being upside down, that everything seems to be at its end, you feel like you're stuck, you have nowhere to go, you know, this is like, it's the way that you perceive your path when you're at this point of what we perceive the lowest point, or when we are alone, have no one, when we feel like we're in this, this path alone, and it's dry, and we're not getting the answers, or we feel like there's no one here to support us or help us. That's when things start to shift, because you have number 31, so technically 3 plus 1 is 4, right? If you take the 3 and the 1, it's 4, and then you got the 10, technically that's just a 1, right? So you got 5. 5s represent change, transformation. This represents life-altering. This is the point where shit changes for you, and Spirit is reminding you of this. And what's funny is you have the Metamorphosis card at the bottom of the deck with these butterflies here, which represent transformation. This is where you need to be. Maybe the hermit mode is where you're at. Maybe that's the point where it's dry, you don't have much clarity, but the truth is you do have it. It's just acquiring everything that brought you here. All the guidance and all the information, all whatever it is that you've gathered and experienced up until that point. And that's where you have the decision to make the choices that you make, or to change and alter your perception or your life and walk in a new direction or a different path. So I hope that makes sense. So let's tap into your love energies for this week. Keep in mind, you guys are all unique. Not one Scorpio has the same love situation. Also, you guys have different relationship statuses. So please only apply what sticks out to you. Use your discernment. Okay? You guys could be Scorpio moons, Scorpio Venuses, Scorpio in your 5th, 6th, or 7th house. Or you could be cross-watching for a Scorpio love interest. So let's pull 6 cards. Divine Spirit, please give me divine truth, divine clarity for Scorpio. Thank you. All right. May. Healthy dynamic. Karmic. November. Telepathy and mirroring. Soulmate. So some of you, something significant took place in May. Maybe you guys are Tauruses or Geminis, or you're dealing with a Taurus or Gemini person. Some of you guys could be November Scorpios, or you guys are dealing with a Scorpio or Sagittarius person. Or these could be significant months. I'm going to clarify these cards in depth with the tarot deck and see what we get. The 3 of Wands in reverse. So maybe some of you guys decided to not wait for something anymore. Maybe in May. I get Aries energy though. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, or the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. 2 of Swords, the 8 of Wands wanted to come out with it. Page of Wands again, the Moon and the King of Cups together. So with the 3 of Wands in reverse, it could be back in May. This energy is affecting you. Maybe you felt like you needed to stop anticipating or waiting for something to come to pass, okay? Maybe you felt like your ships were not coming in as it pertains to a specific path or journey. Maybe Spirit told you to fall back, okay? Not to sit around and wait. Knight of Swords, because there's a lot of anxiety that took place. Some of you guys, it was a Gemini. Nine of Swords is a Gemini card. So a May Gemini, or it could have been during Gemini season that something took place where you needed to step back, okay? You needed to fall back and reevaluate some things, because you could have been stuck in the Nine of Swords and Spirit wanted to get you out of that, okay? Thinking too much about something. Healthy dynamic with the 6 of Pentacles. So you guys are seeking a healthy partnership with someone where there's an equal give and take. Your love and the way that you give, maybe for some of you, even though you're a water sign, is more practical, you know, through your efforts, through your work, what you give to people, you know, not so much about the lovey-dovey stuff and I love yous and all that. Maybe your love is done through giving to people. Knight of Swords. Some of you definitely were dealing with a Gemini or Taurus person, or it could be a cusp, Gemini, Taurus, cusp person. And there was a lot of energy here. With the Knight of Swords, maybe giving too much to people, and maybe it wasn't an equal exchange or give and take, especially when it pertains to communication. Maybe you were always the one initiating contact versus this other person, or you could be in a situation where you're the one that's not doing it, and this Gemini person, if it's a Gemini for some of you, or whoever initiates contact, is like, what the hell, you know, I'm always the one that's giving and taking, or giving, and this person is always taking, or vice versa. This could be how you felt, and this may be a sign that this is not healthy. With the karmic energy with the Wheel of Fortune, this person that you're thinking about or asking about, if you're single, then this could have been a past situation where you're breaking free of a karmic cycle. This person may be a karmic, what people call karmic partner, where you have to learn karmic lessons and experiences with these people, or you have karmic contracts with one another. The Wheel of Fortune definitely represents past lives, karmic energies, destined paths and situations, and fate. So it was meant for you to learn something from this person, and then from you perhaps. But let's see, Wheel of Fortune, please clarify. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Swords. Some of you, this situation, there's still unfinished business, or someone is refusing to cut ties with this karmic cycle or situation. Someone doesn't want this to end or change. With November, the 2 of Swords and the 8 of Wands, you're having a hard time discerning how to move forward. And I feel like during Sagittarius season, maybe even Libra season, you're going to make a clear-cut decision about something, and you're at a crossroads with it. You don't know what to do, or if you should walk away. Should you give more time and energy to another person? Should you say something? Should you not? If it's Some of you guys may be subconsciously unaware that your past relationships are still affecting you, and therefore, which is why you're not able to move forward in a new connection or to be open to even receive people to come into your life right now. Telepathy and mirroring. So you may have people in your life with the Page of Wands that mirror your childhood issues, which is why there may have been this karmic connection here, because it highlights some sort of karmic energy of past lives or childhood traumas, whether this person is mirroring things back to you from your childhood or you guys share the same experiences from childhood. 2 of Wands and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So this is the crossroads. Some of you guys may be like, is this something worth fighting for or not? And I get that maybe there's a child involved, and maybe that's what's making it a little bit harder. Now I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius energy strongly. So it could be Sagittarius is in here or the energy of Sagittarius season. But it's like you're at a crossroads. What do I do? What decision do I make? You're almost like on the verge of wanting to just give up and throw your hands up with a situation. Regardless of if there's a child involved, and some of you just say, I just want to be single, I just kind of want to be oblivious to this shit, I don't even want to deal with it. And Spirit supports you in the matters of making a decision that's best for you and less stressful for you. Spirit does not want you to stress. The 10 of Wands came out in your general spread, so definitely Spirit doesn't want you stressing out about a situation. Some of you guys, this could be someone that lives in Florida or from Florida, I'm getting. Maybe even Georgia, I'm getting to. It's just a lot of stress, okay? Maybe you felt like, oh, well, we're from the same state or city, or we had the same childhood, and that might be what keeps you together. So it's like trauma bonds. I don't know if you guys ever read on traumatic bonds, like what keeps people together is their traumas, their shared traumas and experiences. Like, we were both drug addicts, and we found love in that because we both overcame drug addiction, and we can resonate with each other's story, but that's all you guys have. There's not much in common. There's not much other than that. If you take away those experiences, what do you guys really have in common? What do you really have that's building between you? So it could be that this is the essence and energy of that, or you're still holding on to a person where you connected through your trauma, or at the time where you were young and you really didn't understand who you were and what your path was, and you still identify with that energy, although you're trying to raise your vibration and become the King of Cups. With the Moon, the soulmate card is right here. So Spirit is like, you've grown and matured. You got to trust Spirit on this one, that what's meant for you will be. So I feel like a lot of you are like, is this my soulmate? Is this my one? And Spirit may be like, you know better than that. Like, you've matured. You're grown now. Because I get that you may have, this is like stuck in the past, stuck in who you used to be and who this person used to be. And, you know, the things that you've experienced is when you were younger, or the fact that you resonate with each other's childhood. I keep getting that. Because you got a lot of young energies here. With the exception of the King. He's the only mature one in this equation. The Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords are young energies. Okay? So Spirit is saying that you will have the answers you seek very soon, maybe during the Virgo moon this week. So let's go ahead and pull a Romance Angel card as advice for you, and that will conclude this reading. Yeah, so if you liked the video so far, feel free to share it with someone, share the channel with someone, or like it yourself, okay? Let's see, Romance Angels as advice for Scorpio. Scorpio's advice for their love life this week. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you guys, if you can surpass, you know, being stuck on the past with your partner, your love life can, you know, your love in your partnership can grow. Wedding. Yeah, so some of you guys are holding yourself back from a partnership or connection that can actually be beneficial for you, that can lead to something real and stable. What the fuck? What did I say? Past life relationship. You guys are stuck in the past. Like, if you're in a relationship, like a stable relationship with someone where you guys actively desire to work things out, but you guys are stuck in the past, or if it's a relationship that maybe not evolving with you, and this person refuses to move past of who they used to be and all of that, and who you used to be, and they're not looking to grow, maybe a decision that you might need to make to leave that situation. For some of you, I'm not telling anyone to leave their relationship. You guys are adults. If this is ringing true for you or bringing confirmation, maybe this is for you. But again, you have to get a personal reading somewhere to clarify all of this. But I do get marriages and stuff involved, heavy commitments involved. For others of you, you're not able to progress and move forward in your love life because you're still holding on to someone or something in your past. The codependence card is in the back of the deck. So it could be codependent and addicted to certain patterns. Addicted to partners that feed your ego or feed this inner child wound. And this might be a heavy energy. For some of you guys may hate me, but I gotta be real, you know. And plus it's a general reading, so you can't take everything and try to form it for yourself unless it really is bringing about a revelation or confirmation. There's no need to get offended about a general reading. I'm just calling it like I see it, okay? This is to help you. This is what Spirit's laying out, so I gotta be real in what I'm reading, the energies I'm picking up. I really do believe that a lot of you are holding yourselves back from a healthy connection, whether that's a potential future connection or one in an existing partnership where you both actively want to work together and make it work, or you're dealing with a person that does not wish to progress or grow and they're holding you back and you're stuck on what they used to be or who you used to be when you're not even that person anymore. You've ascended past this. Now it's time to level up in your relationships. Some of you guys are like, why haven't I found the one? Why am I not married? Or whatever the case may be. And it's because you're still trying to recreate that past self. You're still thinking about Tyrone or Matthew or Keisha or Michelle or something. You're still stuck there when you should be progressing and moving forward, right? So I hope that this resonates with you guys. Much love to you as always. And until the next reading, peace.